Hello, and welcome to Chabot News, October 24th, 2018. My name is Will, and in today's news, we will cover an Oakland housing fire. In entertainment, Ron Waldo will tell us about Montel Williams' personal struggle and fight. In Top 5, Danielle will bring us the top 5 big cats. And in sports, Jonathan will tell us about Steph Curry and Steve Kerr's money bet. All that and more coming up on Chabot News. The Army has successfully fired a 155 millimeter artillery round, 62 kilometers, which is 38.5 miles, marking a technical breakthrough in the realm of land-based weapons and progressing toward its stated goal of being able to outrange and outgun Russian and Chinese weapons. Quote, "We just doubled the range of our artillery at Yuma Proving Ground." General John Murray, commanding general of Army Futures Command, told reporters at the recent Association, the United States Army Annual Symposium. A townhouse complex that was under construction in West Oakland went up in a blaze of fire yesterday morning. The members from the massive fire flew through the air and started 3 smaller fires at houses blocks away. Although luckily no one was hurt, while Deputy Chief Nick Luby claims that it is too early to tell if this was an act of arson. Many are suspicious that it was intentionally set by an arsonist that was responsible for burning down other various housing projects across the East Bay. Since 2016, there have been 5 fires at construction sites for new housing, with 3 of them being confirmed to have been intentionally set. The hot button topic of affordable housing in the Bay Area is leading many to believe that these acts of arson are a response to rising rents in Oakland. Mayor Libby Schaaf responded, quote, "An attack on new housing in Oakland is an attack on keeping families housed in Oakland," and urged anyone with information on the fire to contact authorities. On Monday, October 8th, Chabot began their Indigenous Peoples Week with the speech featuring their keynote speaker, Dr. Lenata Warjak. The event was held in the Event Center by Chabot's Ethnic Studies Department. Dr. Lenata Warjak started off with this strong statement referring to the U.S. history that is taught in our school system. Get that history, the true history, and learn it. The true history is still never taught. The speech largely focused on the recent argument between whether it should be called Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day, and Native American culture often being misrepresented, asking why the U.S. celebrates genocide as a holiday. Now over to Ron Waldo's Silverio for entertainment.
Thanks, Will. Montel Williams, American television personality and former host of the Montel Williams Show, opened up to Robin Roberts on the Good Morning America show about a stroke which nearly claimed his life. Montel Williams recounts having the stroke when he was going to the gym, giving credit to Dr. Oz, saying, quote, "Maybe about a month before, I was watching Dr. Oz and I saw an episode on stroke. He said he could barely move and recollected forcing himself to have energy listening to Dr. Oz and not giving in to the fatigue. Montel Williams then, with the help of his wife, called the ambulance, and Williams was later told by doctors that he suffered from a hemorrhagic stroke. He spent 6 days in intensive care with his wife by his side. Williams hopes his story helps people in particular with type A personalities. After intensive rehab, Williams is back in top condition and is now the host of the series Military Makeover, which provides service members with home renovations. The tug and pull of politics in the new 2018 and 2019 campaign years is ramping up, and political opinions are coming from all outlets: athletes, entertainers, even large gaming executives. Ubisoft CEO Alf Candelia said during a Sweden game conference that, quote, "We cannot be openly political in our games because doing so is bad for business." It's hard to see that when they have heavy storyline-driven plots with lots of political opinions, such as games that include Tom Clancy's The Division and Ghost Recon Wildlands, and the critically acclaimed stories of Far Cry 3 and 5. The game executives did say that even though it's bad for business, these are discussions that will be ongoing and stated by Ubisoft. CEO Yves Guillemot has said earlier in the year that their games are actually politically neutral, then stating that, quote, "We want players to listen to different opinions and to have their own opinions. Our goal is to give all the tools to the player in order for them to think about the subjects, to be able to see things from far away. Do you believe you are far enough away, as Ubisoft CEO claims? Far enough with this upcoming election closing in soon and making yours and everyone else's vote count." Now back to you, Will.
Thank you, Ron Waldo. The top Treasury Department employees who was charged Wednesday with leaking confidential financial documents pertaining to former Trump officials was apprehended the previous evening with a flash drive containing the allegedly pilfered information in her hand, prosecutors said in court papers. Natalie Mayflower Sowers Edwards is a 40-year-old female and a senior official at the department's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Is accused of literally giving a reporter bank reports documenting several suspicious financial transactions known as suspicious activity reports from October 2017 to the present. With Dia de los Muertos coming up on October 31st, Chabot went ahead and started the celebration. Altars were on display around campus from Wednesday, October 17th at noon through Thursday, November 1st at 6 in the afternoon. The organization placing these altars was the Hispanic Serving Institution. The altars were placed at the Building 700 lobby, El Centro Building 100 first floor, the library, and in the Building 400 lobby. On Thursday, November 1st, the annual Dia de los Muertos celebration will be hosted at the Event Center. The event will run from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, as usual. Students will get a chance to learn the history of Dia de los Muertos, participate in activities, get a chance to meet CLEA staff, and learn about resources from El Centro and on campus. Now over to Saniel Glover for Top 5 Big Cat.
Here are the top 5 big cats in the world. Number 5 is a black panther. Black jaguar. Black jaguars are also called black panthers, which is an umbrella term for any big cat with a black coat. Number 4 is a cheetah. Cheetahs are the fastest of all land mammals. Cheetahs are often regarded as the smallest of the big cats. Number 3 is a cougar. The cougar goes by many names: puma, catamount, or mountain lion. The cougar is the apex predator of Americas. Number 2 is the Siberian tiger. The Siberian tiger is the biggest cat in the world, and they can live up to 18 to 25 years. Their original range extended throughout Russia and across Central and Western Asia. Number 1 is the African lion. African lions live in groups called prides. African lions' prides will have up to 3 adult males and 12 females. And all of their lion cubs, prides can just have a few lions living together, up to 40. African lions are considered from experts to be the laziest of all big cats. Now to Enrique with Man on the Street.
Hi, I'm Victoria Lacknett, and my favorite big cat is a tiger because they're the biggest big cat there is, and they're endangered, and I really think that we need to help save them. But I just really like cats in general. Like, my favorite animal is a house cat, so trying to pick my favorite big cat is harder than like trying to pick my favorite animal, because house cats are way cooler, I think, because they're like mini big cats that live with you. And I think it's really cool when you get to see like the big cats act like house cats, where they do the thing where they like scratch on their back, or they like make little like noises that are kind of like chirps and stuff that house cats do. But if I have to pick a favorite big cat, it's a tiger.
Alright, so my name is Francisco. I'm a Chabot student. My favorite big cat would be I'd say a cheetah, just because, you know, they're really fast. You know, I find myself as a really fast learning student, so I believe I can relate to them.
My name's Riley, and my favorite big cat is the lion. I love the lion. I think it's a beautiful animal, the king of the savannah, and I love the fact that lionesses, they hunt together as like a pack, because most big cats, they hunt alone, and I think that teamwork's a really cool aspect in animals. Yeah, that's about it.
My name is Kevin Coe, and my favorite big cat is a cheetah.
My name is Noel, and actually one of my favorite wildcats is a lion.
My name is Julio Murillo. My favorite big cat is a lion. I'm nothing like a lion, but I could tell you the lion is the dominant force species in the jungle. So I try to dominate in all facets, so that's why I like the lion. Hope to be one day.
Thank you, Enrique. A Fremont school board candidate is speaking out against the hateful messages posted on her Facebook page due to her Muslim background. Faria Khan is one of 7 candidates competing for a chair on the board of trustees and the only Muslim candidate, which seems to have outraged some parents. Quote, "They are very specific about targeting me because of my religion and because of my hijab or headscarf." Khan was since deleted the anti-Muslim post, but says she is still shocked and disappointed that this is happening in Fremont, a majority city where 69% of students come from Asian or South Asian descent. Khan says, quote, "There is a lot of cyberbullying going on, and now I know exactly what that feels like. So we have to stand strong with our students and say that this culture has got to stop." She hopes that voters will consider her qualifications and not her religion during the upcoming elections. One of the Bay Area's most successful food truck company, Koja Kitchen, is getting a permanent location in Fremont. Koja Kitchen is well known for its unique blends of Korean and Japanese food and has been opening up locations around the Bay Area. But sadly, Fremont residents had to travel all the way to San Jose for their fix to Koja. The kitchen announced that their new location will be in the Fremont Pacific Commons Center off of Automall Parkway. Soon, Hayward and Fremont can get a taste of their signature Koja sandwiches, Korean barbecue short ribs with sesame vinaigrette, lettuce stuffed between fried garlic rice bun. And if you love loaded fries, then you should try their kamikaze fries, waffle fries topped with Korean barbecue beef, kimchi, Japanese mayo, and green onions. Koja Kitchen will be opening up their 17th location in early 2019, so don't miss out. Now over to Jonathan Marciano for sports.
Both team head coach Steve Kerr and star player Steph Curry are larger-than-life basketball stars. One, a former Bulls player and head coach of 3-time NBA champions, and Steph Curry being there from the beginning as one of 2009's draft picks, and later being there when Steve Kerr would join the team in 2014 as head coach. But both Warriors personnel have a side bet on the World Series of MLB. Steve Kerr being a Dodgers fan and Steph Curry being a Red Sox fan. The Red Sox will be hosting the Dodgers last Tuesday night's game, one World Series game, and Steve Kerr revealed that there's a quote playing with some house money, known to be from a later bet from Kevin Looney on an NLCS bet revealed in 1905, Pot 7 The Show. Good to know that besides basketball, that these amazing stars are participating in more than just the regular season. Even though they aren't betting on my SF Giants or the Oakland A's, don't hold Steve Kerr or Steph Curry for being a Dodgers or Red Sox fan. Steve Kerr grew up in Southern California and loves basketball. End of story. He did tell Damon Bruce of the game that they are 3-time NBA champions over the last 4 years, so he's doing something right. Former 49ers player Jeff Garcia gives his personal input into how the 49ers are doing this season and says that the next 3 games before the bye week will likely tell the fans, the 49ers players, and the staff themselves about the team. Garcia, a former quarterback of the team, gives his input after the 39-10 loss to the Rams. Jeff Garcia states in his own article provided by NBC Sports that if you take out the many mistakes that the 49ers have made, it would make them a top contending team, having imploded on itself and losing hard-fought games against the Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles Chargers. But the growing pains of being a young new 49ers team, going through growing pains and injuries as a team, must stay united and hungry. If not, the cost of that and not staying focused will cost them these mistakes that hurt them every single game week. Calling out other teams such as the Cardinals, Raiders, and Giants are some of the other teams that are feeling this sort of self-implosion, giving a positive ending statement in that winning these next 3 games in a row this bye week is doable, which will give the team the confidence boost that they will keep them going the remainder of the season. Now back to you, Will.
Thank you, Jonathan. In uplifting news, 120 communities around the world held this weekend Sunday, October 20th, to 2nd International Repair Day from New Zealand to Argentina. The event is worldwide and is a celebration of the power in community repair to prevent waste and share skills. Organizations of the event call it the right to repair the items that we own at a time when both the U.S. and across Europe to improving effort to improve legislation for repair. Campaigners would like to see improved access to spare parts, information about repair, as well as better product design to ensure that things last longer and are easier to fix. Since 2009 of October held the first event in Amsterdam by Repair Cafe Foundation founder Martine Postma, and in the same year, Californian Peter Mui hosting Fix-It clinics. Since then, the event has grown in more than 30 countries, have now started hosting repair cafes, Fix-It clinics, and other more inspiring events. This begs the question if community repair helps us to get to grips with weight. But until then, Janet Gunter of UK-based The Restart Project says, quote, anyone can celebrate Repair Day anywhere by taking something to be fixed to a local shop and sharing the repair online. Thanks to all the students and staff in the Mass Communications Department here at Chabot College for making this production possible. You can watch us anytime online at youtube.com/ChabotTV. Stay tuned to KCTH Channel 27 for more Chabot TV.